Hey guys, it's Rebecca. I have a message for you today from the guides. It's not going to be a word for word channeled message because it's a whole concept. So we're going to get into it. For those of you who don't know me, I am an extraterrestrial contactee, a galactic channeler, a psychic medium, and I work in the Akashic Records. And my job is to help you along your spiritual path. So the message here today really is what you focus on, what you think, what you feel, and where you channel your energy, you get more of that. Really, this is a message about the law of attraction, but I don't love all of the mainstream stuff around the law of attraction because I think a lot of it is really focused on financial wealth and, 3D success. And so the reason I felt called to make this video is because I've been talking with my guides about this. I have particular clients who are really struggling in their shadows. And one of the consistent messages that keeps coming through from the guides is they are manufacturing their own misery. I know that sounds harsh, and when I'm in my shadows, that's not necessarily something I want to hear, but it is the truth. And the truth is that when I am focused on what is causing me pain, discomfort, feelings of instability, whatever it is, I get more of that. That's just how it works. What I'm doing is I am saying to the universe, by focusing my energy on it, on my pain, that I want more of this. This is what's important to my soul, to the human version of me who's having this current experience in this current reality. Also, the things that we don't necessarily think, but the things that we engage in. So, for example, I went out to dinner with a good friend of mine a little while ago, and we spent a good amount of time complaining. I'm going to call it complaining about our partners. And I love my husband very, very much, but I am a married woman, and sometimes, he can drive me crazy. And what happened was later that night when I got home, I felt this uneasiness in my energy. Like it was almost like I was anxious about something. And when I put two and two together and I really felt into what I was experiencing, it was because that complaining, that poor me, victim, things are happening to me, not for me mentality, it really brought my vibration down. I was saying to the universe, this down here, rather than this up here, this down here is where I want to vibrate. And so I'm getting more of that energy. I'm pulling more of that energy in. When you are angry about the state of the world, when you are putting all of your passion and your fire into that, you're going to get more of that rather than the change that you are looking for. If you want peace, if you want equality, you need to align with vibration, with frequency that equals peace and equality. You need to align with the vibration of love, really. What I did after I recognized that that's what I had been doing at dinner with my friend was I did some breath work and I physically realigned myself with a lighter vibration, a vibration of compassion, of I know that he acts this way because he is struggling, and coming from that place that our guides come from, that the galactics come from. Really, it has been the galactics that have mentored me over all of these years, they have shown me the place that we truly want to be coming from as human beings. Do you ever have those mornings where like you get up and the first thing you do is spill your coffee, and then you go to wipe up your coffee and you stand up and you smack your head, or you knock something off of the table and break it, and it's just this domino effect of bad things that occurs, or inconvenient things? You created that. And I can like, honestly, I can count on, I can't count how many times this has happened to me where it's like, God, this is the morning from you know what. It's because the way that I reacted to that first inconvenience, which by the way is the universe giving you an opportunity to not react in that way. So you get to choose, when I spill my coffee, am I going to react in density or am I going to react in light? Had I reacted in light, I wouldn't have had that bad morning. The same is true for you. So what you focus on grows. And I know that I have talked about this topic before, but I feel like there are so many of us in these very, very dense places right now. Why? Because we're going through a massive purge as a collective. All of this stuff has to come up to be released. The Pleiadians talked about this last week. There's a channeled message about why we're going through pain. Go back and look at it, okay? So when you spend time focused on all of those uncomfortable emotions, you stick yourself there. You keep yourself stuck. And I know, trust me, I know it's easier said than done to crawl out of that shadow, that darkness, that density. But at least try and focus on the fact that this is not permanent, that I am going through a massive ascension, a massive awakening, a massive transmutation, transformation. My entire DNA structure is evolving and activating and awakening. Give yourself some grace and know that it will not last. And focus on the things that bring you joy. You will bring more of those things into your life. Focus on the things that excite you. You will bring more of that into your life. Focus on the things you are grateful for. You will bring more gratitude into your life. Experiencing the frequency of gratitude is one of the best feelings in the entire world. It took me many, many years to understand and actually embody that truth, but it is possible. So I'm going to leave you all now. I am sending each and every one of you all of my love and happy ascension.